How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Still Gaming live podcast. And I'm Dwayne's World, aka Dwayne Jake. Introduce yourselves, fools. Crickets. Nope, it's just me alone, me here, by myself, by my lonesome. Um, and today I'm going to talk about Disney. They're in the spotlight again. And this time, it's regarding Disney Plus. And we all know that Disney Plus declared last year, about 5 to 6 months ago, in mid 2020, that it was going to bring most of its movies to streaming or to the Disney Plus platform, um, and in theaters, of course. But during Corona, most theaters were closed and remain closed as we speak. I'm not too sure about what the situation is in the United States, in England, all across Europe, but I know for a fact that in Canada we have limited capacity seating, which literally means that you're only allowed about 50 people in it. Seriously, dude, who can go to a theater and watch a movie with like 30 to 40 seats? That's stupid. Doesn't make sense. But what Disney is trying to do is maximize its profits by now, A, promoting its streaming service, and also having a dual source of revenue in theaters. I mean, they are charging, get this, 34.99 Canadian dollars, 34.99 for one movie. And their only excuse is, now you can watch it as a family. 10 of you can watch it together. That is stupid. So, in case you guys were watching from the States and wondering how much that equates to in US dollars, it's $29.99 US. That's a lot of money. Seriously, that is a lot of money. I mean, look at the fact that back in the day when you went to a theater, you could watch a movie for about $10 Canadian, $12 Canadian. If you went on something called Tuesday specials. I don't think they have those anymore, right? But back in my day, Chicks King. Back in my day, it was $7 to watch a movie, $7.50. Now you can't get that anymore. You really can't get it anymore. Uh, I believe. I mean, I'm not a big fan of theater. I've watched some really bad movies in theaters, and I've watched some good movies as well. But the last time I did go, I saw a movie in IMAX pre-COVID, obviously, and I spent $17.75 Canadian, which is excluding the price of popcorn and all that jazz. But even if you are buying popcorn, and even if you buy the whole shebang, you're spending less than $34.99 Canadian. And look at the fact that their platform is tanking right now. They're tanking because look at the fact that they fired Gina Carano. And it was an exodus of people quitting the platform after Carano was fired. I wouldn't even say relieved. She was fired without her consent, without her knowledge, etc., etc. I on this channel am one that actually believes that that was wrong. It was completely wrong. And besides the point, that was a bit of a downfall. WandaVision was amazing. I enjoyed it. However, they had some pretty measly numbers for episode 1. 3.5 million viewers tuned in for the first episode of WandaVision. 3.5. For a big platform like Disney, I mean, you're probably thinking, that's good. That's actually really good. Yes, for network cable. for network television, not for Disney Plus, not for a streaming service with Disney's name. I, yeah. And now Disney has gone ahead and added two more titles, namely Cruella and Black Widow. So Cruella stars Emma Stone, and Black Widow obviously is the most, well, it has been the most anticipated Disney release for about a year now, over a year. It was first announced in late 2019, and or right after Avengers Endgame, and we knew that something was coming, something bigger, blah blah blah, Phase 2. And Black Widow was actually one of the first movies that was announced and set to release. This was pre-COVID, mind you, in theaters in 2020. Everyone knows what happened there, COVID. Oh shit, we're not getting any money for this, monies for this, are we? I should say the coof. I should just say the coof. Don't worry, I can edit that out. The coof happened, and we all know how that went. So I think Disney just bided its time and now decides to release both Black Widow and Cruella on its streaming service. Good or bad? Well, there's always pros and cons. Definitely pros and cons to both. I think Disney literally releasing Black Widow and Cruella on its service is not a bad idea at all. It's not. It's a brilliant idea. I like the way that the fact that they did that with Mulan as well earlier and late last year, and they did it with Raya, which by the way is tanking. Dragon Princess, I believe. I think that's what it's called. It's it's a very boring movie. It's great for kids. I mean, if you got little ones, you could possibly buy it. But then again, the price that you're paying is too steep. Way too steep. What I think Disney is trying to do in this set scenario is recoup losses. B, trying to get that subscribership numbers up, or subscriber number up. And you know what? They're probably doing it in a worse way than they should be. I think they should be offering even more incentives for people to come to their channel or to their streaming service. Right now, Netflix is very hot. They've been hot for a while. HBO Max is up and coming, mainly because of the fact that Justice League just literally broke their servers. And I think Disney should be taking notes. For one. For two, Falcon and the Winter Soldier is not doing that well. Episode 1 had a huge viewership of 9 million viewers. But episode 2 just tanked because, let's face facts, we all saw that first episode. And we all know what that looked like. And I mean, as much as Disney tries, it's just they've lost their sheen. That's the best way to put it. They've just lost their sheen. They're not the Disney of old. They're not the Disney that Disney now is just, yeah, they're not Disney anymore. They're really not Disney anymore. They have just become another corporate entity that that just wants to make money and more money and more money. But I digress, and I am hoping for Black Widow, at least Black Widow, to do the numbers that the Mandalorian's season finale, second season finale, actually did. And to be honest, the Mandalorian wasn't that good. It wasn't exceptional. It was okay. It was great. It was great, but it wasn't like Star Wars. It didn't invoke the same passion that I had for Star Wars, watching the Mandalorian at least. Um, but look at the fact that when a certain set someone showed up at the end of season 2, not 29.8 million viewers tuned in. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, 38.2. That's what the new numbers are saying. It could have been even more. It could have been even more statistically, because these are just numbers polling in as we speak. A lot of people haven't watched it as yet. This is why I don't like spoiling things. I think it's just rude. I don't expect somebody else to spoil things for me. I mean, why should I spoil things for you? Correct? Anyway, let me know what you guys think. If this is a great idea on Disney's behalf, putting both these movies on streaming versus if they would be concentrated directly to theaters, and that price point. $34.99 Canadian is not cheap compared to a price of a movie ticket, or even $29.95 American USD. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like and subscribe button if you do like the content, and I'll talk to you later. This is Still Gaming, Dwayne Jake, aka Dwayne's World, signing out. Peace.